China nagsalita na sa mga itutulong kay President-elect Bongbong Marcos. Matatandaan nga na sinuportahan ng China si Pangulong Duterte sa kanyang administrasyon at ngayon nga ay makikita na susuportahan ng China si President-elect Bongbong Marcos. Yan ang tutunghayan natin sa videong ito. Pakinggan ang pahayag ni Chinese Ambassador Wang Zilian.
Thank you, MJ. I had a good meeting with the president-elect, and of course, I, deliver a message of congratulation from my President Xi Jinping to congratulate him on being elected as the 17th President of the Republic of the Philippines. And of course, I also convey my personal, best wishes and congratulations to him. And we also talked about the past, the Marcos family has made a very important historic contribution to the relations of our two countries. All of the diplomatic relations between our two countries. And the president, Bongbong Marcos himself visited China for the first time when he was 17. So he was the one who visited China before we established diplomatic ties. So he had a lot to share with me about his engagement with China and his family's engagement with China. And we also talked about the current situation in the past 6 years, how much we have achieved under the guidance of President Xi Jinping and President Duterte. We have achieved a lot in our relationship. And also, of course, we talk about the future, how we will work together with the next administration to, let's elevate our relationship to new heights.
So, Chinese government has been a big help, especially when the country was ravaged by the COVID-19 pandemic. Your country first sent to us the first supply of vaccines, Sinovac, for free. It's a sign of good friendship. Do we expect more of that, more of those cooperations, more bridges, more developments, more projects that will be poured by the Chinese government to the Philippine government with this new administration forthcoming?
Yes, China and the Philippines are close neighbors. We have a fine tradition of supporting each other, helping each other, especially in trying times. Actually, at the beginning of the outbreak of pandemic, Philippines also extended support to China, which we have been very appreciative. So that's why China was the first one to rush in test kits. We were the first one to rush in the kind of PPEs and the first one to provide vaccines. We have been helping each other, standing in solidarity with each other. And yes, we have, economically, we have also worked very closely in the past, as 6 years. We have achieved a lot, in terms of trade. That's in the past 6 years, our bilateral trade increased by about 11.7% yearly, per capita. And so our trade has doubled, in the past 6 years. And our investments, of course, the investment of China in this country has quadrupled, in the past 6 years, compared with the previous 6 years. And of course, as in terms of the government-to-government projects, we have completed 16 projects, and including the Binondo Intramuros Bridge you have been familiar with. Altogether, 16 projects have been completed and turned over to your country, and there are still more than 2,000 projects, that's in progress or in the pipeline. So we look forward to, more fruits to be shown to the people, in the future.
One of the remarks by the incoming president is to continue the Build, Build, Build program or the infrastructure of our outgoing president. Do we expect more of that coming days ahead with the government? Government, sir.
Yes, we have noticed that BBN camp has been talking a lot about culture, structure, about energy. These are areas in which that we believe that Philippines now is a crucial stage of development. Your economy is taking off. We congratulate you to registered 8.3% of growth in the first quarter of this year. That's very. So anyhow, we hope that we will continue to consolidate or deepen our cooperation in terms of synergizing the Chinese, the Belt and Road Initiative and the Build program and National Development Program, in the next administration. In the past 6 years, under the guidance and the leadership of President Duterte, our bilateral relationship have achieved a lot. And I think it's something that we can be proud of. And in the next 6 years, we can build on what we have achieved in the past 6 years and move forward, in areas of mutual concerns, in terms of that's economic trade. Yeah, since the outbreak of the pandemic, we have been working very hard in fighting jointly against the pandemic. Apart from by supplying vaccines, actually our enterprises have been working together to explore the possibility on vaccine production. So I think that's they are in very good that discussion now. We hoped their discussion will reap some kind of benefits in the future, and we will see something that's very details, very concrete, to be shown to the people.
Sir, what is your message to the Filipino people that the Chinese government is still here, our ally, our longtime partner, and our friends?